It looks like WWE is officially teasing the start of the Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan tag team. So we'll see what's going on there. We'll also see the story of Seth Rollins' manager, latest on Cody Rhodes, and much more. Let's start things off with the latest update for Cody Rhodes. As everyone knows by now, Cody tore his pec during training just a few days before the Hell in a Cell event. WWE was fully prepared to pull Cody Rhodes out of the Hell in a Cell main event match and replace him with someone like Drew McIntyre to take on Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes obviously wasn't a fan of that idea. He knew that the fans were heavily invested in this story. This wasn't a kickoff match or anything like that. This was a main event match for a premium live event, and he didn't want to let everyone down at the last second. So he himself insisted on competing and going through with the scheduled match and plans. And like Cody said, no one influenced him or forced him to compete. It was solely his decision and something he wanted to do. We've seen superstars wrestle with small, minor injuries and being banged up a little bit, but we've never seen someone wrestle with a torn pec from the start of a match to the end of it. Just completely unheard of. So this legend of Cody Rhodes really just grew even more with this story and performance. He left it all out there and proved how much his heart is in pro wrestling. The Monday morning after the match was just full of so many rumors about his recovery timetable for Cody Rhodes. The average answer for the time he was going to miss was just around 6 months of action. Cody Rhodes came out to the ring on Raw to address the fans and his injury, but didn't really address the injury at all. All he did was imply that he was going to be ready in time for Money in the Bank, which everyone knows won't be humanly possible. So Cody teased the idea of still competing at Money in the Bank before being brutally attacked again by Seth Rollins, with that torn pec being the focus of Seth's attack. So even though Cody never verbally gave a time frame for his recovery on Raw, it looks like that attack from Seth was meant to write off Cody Rhodes off of television with this injury. Reports claimed all week long that Cody was scheduled for surgery on Thursday, and that turned out to be true. Cody's wife, Brandi Rhodes, took to Twitter late on Thursday to update the fans on Cody's successful surgery. She had this to say, quote, "The doctors just repaired Cody's pectoral tendon, which was torn completely off the bone. Successful surgery. He is on the road to recovery now." End quote. Cody did post another picture after Raw and posted the surgery, and the bruising was just beginning to spread even more. But thankfully, the surgery was successful, and now it'll all be that recovery time for him. Like we've been talking about before, best case scenario for Cody Rhodes, he makes a miracle recovery and is back in 4 months from this injury like John Cena once did. But if it's regular speed recovery, then January might be the earliest spot that we see Cody Rhodes back in the ring. But that's the latest on Cody for now. Seth Rollins is doing a phenomenal job on his own right now, but apparently there was one former member of the women's division that wanted to manage Seth Rollins. The superstar in question was Chelsea Green. Chelsea had unlimited ideas and pitches to Vince McMahon. She would throw non-stop ideas at him to see what would stick. She had revealed a handful of those ideas that she pitched to him. One of the ideas she pitched was even joining Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss as the third member of the Firefly Funhouse. Well, the next old pitch she's revealing is one that includes managing Seth Rollins. Chelsea appeared on the 10 Count podcast and had this to say about that pitched idea with Seth Rollins, quote, "I wanted to come out with him. I always thought I could be a good valet, but also then be able to be in the women's division. I love the idea of being a really 90s style valet. So I wanted to come out with him as his follower, his disciple, and just basically be like a yes man, everything that he wanted, when he wanted to stir things up in each division," end quote. So this idea from Chelsea Green definitely had to be pitched in late 2020, because that's when Seth did not have his group of followers going on. So it was a very interesting idea by Chelsea Green. It's obviously a great thing when a faction includes both men and women, because you get to spread that faction's influence in both divisions. But unfortunately for Chelsea, the plan didn't go through. Now let's get into this big teaser from WWE that a lot of fans picked up on, and that's the tag team of Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. Alexa and Liv have always had a lot of similarities, just like, for example, how they both almost had ties to Bray Wyatt. When Liv was off of television in 2019, all anyone could hear or talk about was the popular fan theory of Liv Morgan joining Bray Wyatt in the Firefly Funhouse. WWE would go on to use that fan theory in summer of 2020, but WWE put Alexa Bliss in that spot instead of Liv. But even after Alexa took that spot, some fans still felt that maybe Alexa could have recruited someone like Liv to come join her, but that never happened. But then, the new popular fan theory became a tag team consisting of Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan, but the two of them didn't really cross paths much, so it was difficult to get that going. But this week's Raw finally teased and hinted at the idea of Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss's tag team. Despite the match being a fatal four-way, everyone for themselves match, Alexa and Liv made eye contact and perfectly teamed up several times throughout the match. They showed flashes of having great team chemistry and following each other's leads. And the fans noticed these hints and went crazy because this was a tag team that the fans were asking to see for years now. So, could we finally be on the way of seeing this long-awaited tag team? It's definitely a huge possibility now more than ever. Alexa Bliss made her return over a month ago, but still hasn't had active storylines going. Liv Morgan fighting off Judgment Day appears to be done following Finn Balor's heel turn. So, both women are finally free and not tied in with any other active storylines. A new and exciting tag team like Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan is the big boost that the women's division needs right now, especially after losing Sasha Banks and Naomi. The women's tag teams that are in the division right now aren't your most exciting options, and there's barely any teams in the division to start with. So if they do form a tag team, they'll instantly become the new faces of the women's tag team divisions. Of course, if Alexa and Liv do end up winning the tag team titles, that would also be a huge deal. It would be Alexa's record-tying third tag team title reign, and it would be Liv Morgan's first ever title win in WWE. So a big accomplishment for the both of them. Liv Morgan has been chasing the tag team titles for a long time with different partners like Ruby Riott, Toni Storm, and Rhea Ripley, but she was unsuccessful each time. So it'll definitely put an end to that chase for Liv Morgan. Alexa would be the partner that finally helps her to get her first ever WWE title reign that she's been after for so long. So if WWE wants to put the women's division back on track with an exciting new team, Alexa and Liv may be the route to take here. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.